Praise the Lord. How you guys doing today? I hope you're doing great. Now today is day 147 of 366 beautiful days, and the word today is from the book of Exodus chapter 1 verse 8 to 10. This is what it says. Now there arose a new king over Egypt who did not know Joseph, and he said to his people, behold, the people of Israel are too many and too mighty for us. Come, let us deal with them shrewdly, lest they multiply, and if war breaks out, they join our enemies to fight against us and escape from the land. Praise the Lord. Now, this month at church, we've been studying about the power of remembrance from Bishop Doug's book, Those Who Forget. And this past Sunday, we did chapter 5, which talks about things that help you remember. Because every time you don't remember, you'll find yourself making mistakes. You'll find yourself making very careless mistakes. Praise the Lord. And the first thing that they taught us is study history. Learn to study history, because if I'm not saying go to class and study history, but learn to study the things that happened before your existence, or the things that happened without your knowledge. It's like finding two people in a conversation and just speaking aside without knowing exactly the genesis of the conversation. Praise the Lord. Now there arose this king who just came and said, but these Israelites, they are too many. They are too many and too mighty for us. Let's deal with them shrewdly, lest they join us, lest if war comes around, they join our enemies and start to fight us. This guy did not know that some time back there was some young man called Joseph who interpreted Pharaoh's dream, who became the prime minister of Egypt, who saved Egypt from famine. And after that time, all the cows belonged to Pharaoh, all the land belonged to Pharaoh, all the people belonged to Pharaoh. He saved them from that time. Praise the Lord. But because this guy did not study history, he didn't ask around, or maybe there should have been a thing, whereby if anyone comes into leadership, they tell them the things that have happened, because these guys were the blessing. They were the blessing to Egypt. Praise the Lord. Because Egypt, after that time, it was powerful. It had everything. There comes this king cutting the own hand that was feeding them. Praise the Lord. Because the Israelites were working for them. He made them work tirelessly, mistreated them. Praise the Lord. So every time you don't study history, or study things that were there before your existence, or things that you do not know about, you find yourself making very many mistakes. Praise the Lord. So you need to study history and know exactly what's happening before you start making decisions. Praise the Lord. You could find yourself like in your family, you're hating a certain uncle or a certain auntie who, when you were young, paid your school fees for like 7 years, but because you don't know that, you end up making that mistake of forgetting. Praise the Lord. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10 says, God is not unjust to forget the work of the hands of his servants. That means forgetting is unrighteousness. Forgetting is evil. Praise the Lord. Just study history, Just study things that have been there before you exist, to understand actually, because man, if this guy knew that Joseph was the reason as to why Egypt was where it was, he would not have mistreated the Israelites. Praise the Lord. So study your history, get your facts right before you end up making a mistake and making funny decisions. Praise the Lord. Have a beautiful day. God bless you. Bye-bye.